Well, it's a little early for bar hopping this morning, isn't it?
Well, since you disappeared on me last night, I never got my good morning kiss.
Well, you know what? That just happens to be our special this morning.
This is for being such an animal in bed last night, dear.
We did get a little wild, didn't we?
It is so good to be close to you again. I can hardly remember what that silly little fight was all about.
Really? You mean you forgot going behind my back, trying to push those poor people out of their homes in Angel Square so you could build your cockamamie arts complex? And then lying to me over and over right through those beautiful pearly whites?
I'm so glad you don't hold a grudge. But now that we are on the same team and I'm playing by your rules, I do hope that you don't think I'm just going to sit around giving luncheons for the Landview ladies who lunch.
No, no way, honey. I got something much more stimulating in mind for you.
We can't spend our entire lives in the sack, though, can we?
Don't worry. I've got my eye on something that'll fit your talents.
Yeah? I was thinking about the Olenoff Buchanan Foundation, or maybe the very first Egyptian theme park.
Well, that's a thought, Alex. But right now, I've got too many other things on my plate. All of Vicky's personality changes are putting Clint and my grandkids through the ringer.
I know.
I asked Nigel to pick up the Sun. Will you hand it to me, please? Yesterday, Manning barbecued Vicky on page 1. Let's see what kind of crud he's slinging today. Damn! Look at that. Manning had nothing but a yellow-bellied, low-life weasel.
Hold on. Please.
Vicky, darling. Hello?
Renee. What day is it?
It's morning. You had a good night's sleep, that's all.
Where's Clint?
He'll be back a little later. He had to run some errands. How you feeling?
I don't know. I was dreaming that the others, the other personalities were hurting children.
No, Vicky, that's not going to happen. You are on the mend already, and we're going to have the best doctors looking after you, darling.
Renee,
So you...
what if the doctors can't help me? What if I never get better?
I don't think Aunt Dorian can see you now. She's still having her morning coffee.
Would you tell her I'm here, please?
Don't say I didn't warn you. She's not civil till after the first cut.
Don't worry, Kelly. I can handle this.
If you think you can handle me the same way you handled Bo last night, you've got another think coming.
Excuse me?
Well, the cops play by the book, but it's just you and me, so I'll make the rules, you savvy? Now, if you don't tell me what I want to know, I'll wring your scrawny little neck.
Oh, my God.
Don't worry, Kelly. You don't have to call 911 quite yet. Mr. Buchanan often talks like this, with or without his morning coffee. Clint, why don't we go in here and talk privately? Kelly, just give us a few minutes. Bye. Well, before you wring my scrawny little neck, is there something you want to ask me?
Yes. I'd like to know when you found out about Vicky's condition. Exactly when you found out.
When?
Yes. And why you didn't tell anyone about it.
I'm glad you came by, Clint. Actually, I've been thinking a lot about this all last night, as a matter of fact, and I've decided that I don't want to keep all these secrets anymore. So yes, I will be glad to tell you all about Vicky and her terrifying personalities. But I warn you, it's not going to be pretty.
Let's start at the beginning. Vicky had her first blackout the same day you disappeared. Suppose you tell me why.
Suppose you let me tell it my way.
It was last winter, Dorian. The night that Vicky's car skidded off the road and she hiked over here in the snow.
Clint, I swear, I had no idea how fragile Vicky's mental state was. Otherwise, I would have done anything to avoid what happened.
And what was that exactly?
I was on my way to the airport to meet David in Spain. Vicky burst in. She was a wreck, totally irrational. She just found out that David was not her brother. She started blaming me for everything, including, once again, her father's murder. Well, I was so tired of being falsely accused that I said something rather stupid about her being jealous of me and all the other women in her father's life. Well, suddenly, she changed.
You mean one of the other personalities took over?
Yes, only I was not aware of it at the time. I asked her to leave. She refused. I started to go up the stairs. She followed me. We got into a bit of a fight. She shoved me down the stairs. I mean, she might have killed me. She knocked me unconscious for several hours. When I woke up, I was her prisoner.
You're saying that Vicky knocked you out and kidnapped you?
Well, not Vicky. Jean Randolph. The gatekeeper personality, though jailkeeper would be more like it. She locked me up in the root cellar of the mountain cabin. Sometimes with no food, no water. There were rats and bugs all over the place. It was a living hell. I was chained by my ankle like an animal, and if Jean Randolph had had her way, I would have remained her prisoner for the rest of my life.
Of course you're going to get better. You just have to believe that. You know, Vicky, I blame myself for an awful lot of this.
Why?
Because when you came to me around Valentine's Day and you said that you'd had that blackout and that you were afraid that it might be Nicky Smith, well, I should have seen the signs.
No, you did everything you could. You called Larry for me, didn't you? I don't remember what happened after that.
Well, what happened was you distanced yourself and you became resistant, and I should have seen that you had changed, but I thought that you were grieving Sloan, and I'm just so sorry, Vicky.
No, I don't think you can blame yourself for this. Obviously, the other personalities were very good at being me, so it's not your fault.
Morning, Vicky. Mind some more company?
Good morning, Ben.
Hey. No, I'm not sure I can top Renee's bedside manner, but I'd like to run some tests.
Well, I think that's my cue. And I'll be right outside, okay?
All right. Thanks, Renee.
It's okay.
Now, Vicky, even though you checked out fine a few months ago, we want to be sure we're not dealing with any kind of physical problems, no neurological damage. You understand?
I hope it is something physical. It'd be a lot easier to deal with.
Oh, God, Larry, it just breaks my heart to see her like this.
I know. Listen, I think we might have found someone who can help Vicky. As a matter of fact, you met her at Bo and Nora's wedding? Susanna Hannon?
Yes, they've mentioned her at the hospital board meetings lately.
Well, she's interviewing for the job in psychiatrics today. Plus, she's an expert in dissociative identity disorder.
Yes, I know.
And I think Nora's mentioned Vicky's case to her. So, hey, who knows? We play our cards right. Maybe we can get her to stick around here permanently.
You know what, Larry? Great minds work alike.
Susanna, you look so great.
Oh, thank you, Rachel. Hi, Nora.
What'd you do? Parachute in? We weren't expecting you this early. Come here, let me get your stuff. Come on in.
Well, I got that job interview at the hospital, and they moved it up a little bit.
Look at you. You look great. When I travel, I look like my passport photo.
Oh, yes.
How are the mother-daughter legal beagles doing?
We work for the law firm. Busy, 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 and busy.
Oh, yeah? If we're so busy, then how come you're playing hooky from the office today?
Her idea of playing hooky is working our tushies off at home.
Now, if your mother is cracking the whip like this, how do you have time for summer school? What, you just study?
Summer school? You didn't tell me you were going to summer school.
I'll get it. Hello?
Rachel?
Yes, this is she. Oh.
Now, if you don't quit, I'm gonna drop every one of these cans on the floor.
When are we supposed to go to the block party if we have to work at Rhodey's?
Well, I told Rhodey that I'd open up, and then Rita's gonna cover my shifts. And I got Rhodey to donate 10 cases of soda pop to the party.
That's great.
Yeah.
Going all out for the block party.
Yeah, I'm an all-out kind of guy.
Oh, just like last night, right out the door after the fireworks.
Marty, I told you, someone has got to be there all night long. No night watchman, insurance, right?
So, you sure you don't... It's not because you don't like my furniture?
Absolutely. Listen, you know I'd have loved to have stayed there last night. Okay. I'll come clean. The reason that I went back to the community center is because I wanted to practice up on my basketball game because I don't want you to beat the pants off of me next time that we play.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, you know what?
What?
If we're playing for your pants, I want to get in some extra practice.
Damn, look at that. That mongrel piece of scum Manning. I tell you something, I would like to fill his hide full of buckshot. So every time he took a drink of water, he'd leak like a sieve.
So much for our romantic breakfast.
Liz, what are you doing here? Don't you remember you fired me? And no, I do not accept your apology.
I was hoping we could put all that unpleasantness behind us.
You have got some gall, woman, coming here, leaking stories to the press, demanding my son's resignation.
I assure you that leak did not come from me.
After all we did to support you as mayor, after all my selfless hard work.
And not forget all my hard-earned cash.
Asa, all your contributions to the library fund were well spent and deeply appreciated. So I've appreciated all your help in the past. So much so that I hope it will continue in the future. I have decided to run for a full term as mayor in the next election. And because the Buchanan name carries so much weight here in Landview, Asa, I would be honored if you would endorse my campaign.
You are a real piece of work, Liz. I can't wait to hear how you're going to sell me on that bull ride.
Let me get this straight. You were running off to Spain?
Yes, to meet David, only I never made it. Because after Vicky, or rather, Jean, had chained me to the wall of the root cellar of the mountain cabin, she then drugged me, stuffed me in a trunk, and shipped me off to Landfair, where she had turned Victor's little den of iniquity into my own private chamber of horrors.
You know, you were obviously lying about how that compact of yours and your clothes got into that secret room. You've been lying all along. Why should I believe you're telling the truth now?
Then don't, okay? Who cares?
Okay.
I am telling the truth.
Okay, okay. Now, if Jean was keeping you prisoner for Victor Lord's death, why did she let you go?
Because
Cassie was getting suspicious because Bo had traced the phone call I supposedly made from Spain to a cellular phone registered to Jay Randolph somewhere nearby. Jean finally got it through her head that she wasn't going to be able to keep me prisoner in that basement forever without somebody catching on.
Fine. Once you were free, why didn't you tell anyone?
Because Jean threatened to kill me if I ever said a word, and believe me, she wasn't kidding.
I think you're holding out on me. I think you've forgotten one very important little detail.
Clint, I swear to you, I'm telling you everything.
When you had that fight with Vicky last winter, you must have said something pretty horrendous that would make her bring out another personality after all these years. Now, I'm not leaving here until I find out what that was.
Clint, I've told you everything I know.
No, no, no. Not the part that would explain why Vicky broke apart like she did. Now, I've got all day, all week, or whatever it takes.
All right. I mentioned something to Vicky that night. Something that I swear to you, I thought she already knew. I had no idea she had all of those other personalities inside her that had been created to keep her from remembering.
Go on. Go on.
I'm in a very delicate position here. I'm sorry. I really don't want to hurt Vicky, and I swore to Jean that I would never say a word to anybody. Though I suppose if Vicky is ever to fully recover, the truth is going to have to come out. No, I really think I'd feel more comfortable if I waited to talk to Vicky's psychiatrist, you know, doctor to doctor.
Dorian, you don't have to feel that you're going to break any confidence. I'm pretty sure I know what the big secret is. You see, when Tori was threatening to kill me at the mausoleum, she told me what he had done to Vicky the whole time she was growing up.
So you know?
Yeah. And it grinds my guts, but I mean that a father could do something like that to his own daughter.
I couldn't agree with you more. Vicky still doesn't know about it?
No. No, we're waiting for the psychiatrist.
Jean swore that Vicky would never remember, that she'd never be allowed to remember. Oh, well. At least you now know the whole story.
No. No, now I know your version of the whole story, which I'm sure is probably full of some very convenient holes. And I'll get around to filling those in later. And I'm sure that the police will, too. Oh, you can bet that they're going to be coming back here to talk to you. You can take that to the bank. Oh, enjoy your coffee. I'm going to go see Vicky.
It's not what you think. I was just gonna make you some cafe con leche. Iced. Want some? Guess not.
Now listen, Vicky's still a little shaky. I don't want you saying anything to upset her, all right?
Oh, don't worry about me. I never say anything wrong.
Yeah. How's my favorite patient?
Vicky, sweetie, well, you don't look sick at all.
Thank you, Dina.
Renee, if you need to leave, I could stay with Vicky. We have a lot of catching up to do.
Of course. Actually, I'm hosting a luncheon at the Palace Hotel for some of the hospital board members, and I really should get over there. Okay?
I love you, Vicky. Thank you very much.
I'll check back with you later, Nick. Don't tire her out, all right?
Here, these are for you. CJ and Sarah picked them from the garden, the yellow ones. And they're hoping you're coming home soon.
Yellow roses. They were Sloan's favorite. It seems like he died just a few days ago. But it's months. It's months. I've lost months. And months.
Nora, would you be upset if I came to live here in Landview?
No, I wouldn't be upset if you came here to live in Landview. For goodness sake, Susanna, we've talked through all of our problems, you know, about RJ and all that.
Not everything, Nora.
I think everything that needs to be discussed, so we don't need to discuss it anymore, right? Mm-hmm. Stop the psychiatric stuff, all right? Or I'll sue you. Well, finally, she's off the phone now. You want to tell me about the summer school business?
And Susanna, can I take your bag upstairs?
No, thanks, Rachel. I've made a reservation at the Palace Hotel.
Palace? That place is a dump compared to Shea Gannon Buchanan.
Well, I couldn't impose.
But your family, you have to stay, right, Mom?
Right. I insist.
Well, are you sure Bo won't mind?
Are you sure you're not projecting?
Well, all right, if you insist.
Yes.
Thank you, Nora.
No thanks necessary. $200 in cash in advance would be nice.
The check is in the mail.
Oh, I
guaranteed. Rachel, I'm sorry about that little slip-up earlier. I just assumed.
No problem. Congrats on your new job. I know you're going to get it.
Thank you, sweetie. I'll see you later, Nora.
Good luck.
Well, I guess I better finish that amicus brief.
Rachel, do you want to tell me about summer school? Do you want to tell me why my sister Susanna knows about it and you didn't tell me?
One Life to Live will continue in a moment here on ABC.
Mom, don't freak out, okay? The only reason Aunt Susanna knows is because she was there when my grades came in, and I found out I failed contracts.
You failed contracts? Oh, sweetheart, I'm sorry. Why didn't you tell me?
I couldn't exactly call you on your honeymoon with the good news.
Well, how about when we got back?
I just couldn't find the right time.
Sweetheart, we have been together every single day. Were you afraid to tell me?
No.
Good. Because there shouldn't be one problem that you have that I wouldn't understand. Rachel, I love you. I'm very proud of you. And a little grade isn't going to change that. And I know that you're going to pass contracts when you put your mind to it, and I'll help you.
Oh, yeah, like you did when I overslept for moot court.
No, I promise I will not call your professor. Who is your professor? Never mind. We'll just spend a few hours a week at the library together.
Mom, you don't get it. I don't want your help.
Did you tell your father? No, of course you didn't tell your father, because they're bad.
I knew you would both think I was failing
What?
you.
Failing us? That's not true.
Yes, it is. Don't you remember why I moved here when you were still living in Chicago? Because I couldn't be the person you always expected me to be. Here, take the amicus brief, rewrite it yourself. You would have rewritten it anyway.
Rachel, why are you making this my problem? What are you doing?
I gotta go. I gotta get out of here.
Alex, honey, will you give us a moment? I have some hash I want to settle with the mayor.
Fine, darling. Just don't you let her upset you one little bit. She's not worth the trouble.
I don't blame Alex for being embittered. Politics is very harsh, and of course she's not as pragmatic as we are.
Really? Liz, how do you expect to get my endorsement when you're trying to boot my son?
Asa, my comments about Beau's job tenure were made off the record, and I have no idea how that story leaked out.
Really?
Yeah.
Then why don't we put it on the record? If you want my support, issue a statement saying that you're behind Beau 100%, or you'll back him till every dog dies. Take it or leave it.
I cannot tell you how happy we all are that you're on the board here. I know Bill Lammers is just feels he's very lucky in the psychiatry department.
Well, it's certainly nice to be wanted, but now that I'm staying, we're going to have to do something about this coffee.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I've decided a long time ago I would make my own. It seems to work out best that way. Oh, Clint. Hi. You know Dr. Hannon.
Oh, good to see you again. How you doing, Larry?
Well, I'm doing very well right now. Susanna's decided to take a position on the staff here.
Oh, great. I was hoping you would.
Matter of fact, she's not losing any time. She was just on her way in to do an evaluation on Vicky. Oh, listen, I'm on my way out to do something else, so I'll see you. Okay, you owe me for this.
Thank you.
See y'all later.
I can't tell you what a relief it is to know that you're here for Vicky. I've been out of my mind with worry. You see, I watched Vicky turn into 3 different personalities within the space of about 10 minutes. And one of those personalities told me how her father had abused her from the time she was 7 years old. Now, what do you think was going on here? I mean, were those other personalities created to help her, to protect her?
I think I'd really like to speak with Vicky myself before I make any conclusions or talk about what might be going on with her.
Well, you know, she doesn't remember a thing about the abuse. She has no idea why any of this has happened.
I could kick myself. Vicky, I'm the one who pushed you over the edge. Way back before you were sick, I knew David Vickers wasn't the real Lord Air, and I forgot to tell you. Well, I didn't forget to tell you. It's just that I was like an alternate personality then, too. But therapy really helped me, and I'm sure it's going to help you a lot, too. You'll see. You'll be yourself in no time at all. Well, you are yourself, but I mean, you're going to be more...
Thank you.
You know.
Tina. Thank you.
And don't worry. I have purged him from my system. I am totally David free. We're lucky that that con artist isn't related to us. Not that Todd Manning is any prize. He thinks he's Victor Lord reincarnated.
Todd Manning.
Yeah, him and his trashy tabloid. You're lucky that you didn't see your picture plastered all over the Sun.
The Sun? The Sun? What are you talking about?
You don't know, do you? Todd Manning turned out to be the real Lord Air. Can you believe it? That slimeball ex-rapist is our brother.
We had this blowout, or Rachel had a blowout. I just was upset that she didn't tell me that she'd failed contracts, you know?
Yeah, I told her to be straight with you, but she gets all whack about following in your footsteps.
I don't mean to put pressure on her, but it seems that that's all I do. Anyway, when the whole thing came out, she took off.
Look, I'll track her down and see what I can do.
Thank you, Ben. Will you please just tell her I love her, that I'm very proud of her little letter grade's not going to change that. I just was upset that she didn't tell me, that's all.
You have any idea where she went?
No, I called the loft, the machine picked up.
Okay. It's okay.
Oh.
I'll find her.
Thank you, Ben. Thank you.
gets here, we're out of here. All right? Oh, help yourself, Rachel.
I don't know why I'm so thirsty. Must be the heat. How's summer school going? Don't ask. I've been busting my butt off at Mom's office, which I'm not even appreciating. Between juggling, going to class, and working full-time and nights at the library, it's endless. Well, maybe you should just take a break.
Yeah, we'll go to the party. Yeah.
No, I have to study. I mean, I'm way behind on my reading. But no, don't worry, because good old Mom offered to help me with summer school. So now there's no way I'll flunk out. Lucky me.
Long ago, I was a... Want some cafe con leche? It's pretty magnifique.
No, thank you, Kelly.
You know, Jessica's dad seemed pretty peeved when he left. And all that stuff that he was saying about the police.
He was just being melodramatic. Okay, can we just drop it?
You know, if you ever, like, need someone for an alibi or something, I'm available.
Kelly, please. I've got a headache. It's practically my birthday. All that mail, and there's not one birthday card.
Oh, Dorian, I want to get you something special for your birthday. What do you want?
There's a new perfume called Lobotomy. I could use a case.
Ooh, 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 ooh. I have a good idea. That's perfect. It'll make you forget you're having a bad hair day. Be right back.
Todd Manning?
Yeah, he's Victor Lord's son. We found out months ago.
Did we? What else don't I know?
About me and my motor mouth. I just, Vicky, just stay calm, okay?
What's happening to me now?
Just don't move. I mean, just don't change into anybody else. I'm gonna go get help, all right? Clint, Vicky's upset, and I'm just afraid she's gonna turn into Tori or Gina or something. Would you please,
Vicky. Vicky, are you all right?
I had this awful feeling come over me. I don't know what it means. I'm afraid.
No, don't be. Don't be. Don't be afraid. In fact, I think there's somebody here who might be able to help you. This is Nora's sister, Dr. Hannon.
Susanna, please. Hello, Vicky.
Hello. I'm sorry to be meeting you under these circumstances.
Oh, no. Not at all. Not at all. In fact, maybe I understand a little bit about what you're going through.
No, you don't. Nobody does. There are enormous blocks of time that I've lost. I can't remember anything.
Vicky, I'm a psychiatrist. I've just taken a position here at the hospital. Now, I've worked with several women with this disorder. And I'm going to make sure you get all the help you need. I promise you.
Time's a wasting, Liz. What is it going to be?
Asa, I don't question your son's integrity, but those guns disappeared from the police impound facility on Beau's watch.
He's investigating. If he finds a rogue cop, he'll nail that sucker's tail to the wall.
No, I'm sorry, Asa. I'm sorry. I just cannot seem to waffle on this issue.
Fine. You can forget my bankroll in your campaign.
Oh, now, Asa, I don't think I'd be too hasty if I were you. You might regret not having a friend in the mayor's office.
I have not regretted a damn thing in my life, Liz. Goodbye. And do not let the gate hit you in your butt on the way out.
Thank you, dear.
darling. Did you give that old nag the boot?
With my gold-tipped alligator specials.
Good boy. You know why she was so excited to fire me, don't you? I was doing her job better than she was.
You know something, Alex? Sometimes you are a genius.
Yes. So?
How would you like to run for mayor of Llanview?
I'm all set. You are going to have the best birthday present ever.
Kelly, please, no surprises. My head can't take it.
Okay, I'll tell you. I just made an appointment for the entire day at a spa, Serenity Springs. You are getting the deluxe package. Sauna, steam, mud packs, everything, the whole 9 yards.
And who's going to pay for all of this?
Well, technically, you are. But it was my idea, and I made the reservation.
You have given me the most wonderful idea. Yes. Maybe this will be a happy birthday after all.
Well, how's it going?
I think we've made a good beginning. Then you should rest. I'll come back later.
I can't rest. I'm afraid. I'm afraid to sleep.
Are you afraid you'll lose yourself again?
And I'll wake up once from now and I won't know where I've been or what I've done.
You're safe here. We'll make sure you're safe. I promise you. You get some rest, and I will see you soon. I will come back.
Well, she seems to really trust you. I can't tell you how grateful I am that you're here to help her.
Well, I'm certainly going to try.
And my Aunt Susanna's in town. And do I have any time to spend with her? No way. It's a total pain. But, you know, that's not the worst.
Hey,
I don't
Dylan.
know.
Thanks for holding down the fort. I really appreciate it. You guys can take off now if you want.
Excuse me, we're conversating here.
Actually, we do need to be going, so why don't you talk to Rita? She's a real good listener.
Yeah, really. So many strangers tell me their problems. I should be a shrink.
I don't need a shrink by the time I finish law school. You know how many all-nighters I've pulled, and I still flunk the class. My mom's never gonna let me hear the end of it either. But it's not like...
You really think we should leave her like that? I mean, she's so wired.
Yeah, we need to go. I've got to help set up that block party.
I have to think, should I go to the study group?
Hey, Ben. Listen, do you know what's up with Rachel? She's really hyper.
Yeah, she's talking to Blue Streak in there. I think she needs you.
Yeah, don't worry, I'll handle it.
All right. Well, I hope she's okay.
Yeah.
Bye.
So I say, all the study groups in the world are not going to make me the kind of lawyer that they are. And you know what? I told my mom, give me a break. I mean, how many super lawyers can there be in one family? I mean, we're all lawyers here. My father's a lawyer. My mom's a lawyer. Everyone is like so successful in my family. You know? What are you doing here?
I need to talk to you.
Wait, I was in the middle of a conversation there.
How about your hands?
Why?
Just do it, okay? We both know what's going on here. So stop kidding ourselves and deal with it.
Tomorrow, how to prepare those exotic fruits you see at the grocery store. This is Charles Gibson.
And Nancy Snyderman. Also John Goodman. And more of our Good Morning America gardening guide.
Tomorrow here on ABC.
Now stay tuned for General Hospital following an ABC News brief. Next.
This sound means trouble, and it's coming to Corinth, Pennsylvania. When it does, loving will never be the same again. Trouble with a capital L coming July 14th. Figure it out.